How's it going, everybody? This is Blake here from the Team MST Negates, bringing you guys my Phantom Knight deck profile. This past week I ended up getting first place, undefeated at our locals. Week before that I ended up getting, I believe, second or third place, only losing one match. So I figured I'd go ahead and give a deck profile, and talk about what I would change in the near future for the deck as well. So to start off with, we end up playing our 3 copies of Phantom Knight Torn Scales. This is honestly one of my favorite cards out of Phantom Rage. Love the artwork for it, and its effect's great. Just dump a card to send a card. It's free. Absolutely love that. The next card I play of is 3 of the Silent Boots. It's a free summon if you have a Phantom Knight monster, so it can start your plays, it can extend your plays, and then you can also just banish it from your graveyard to add a Fog Blade. And then 2 Fog Blades plus like a Dragoon. Pretty oppressive board, in my opinion. Then only play 2 copies of Cloak. Cloak's main purpose is just to search out boots. There's not much else it does, in my opinion. Its other effect can come up, but I haven't had it come up recently. I had a friend tell me that one of my games I could have used it, but I was, it wasn't thinking about it. And then the last Phantom Knight monster I run is just the 1 Gloves. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to banish that from grave to either send any of your monsters to grave, or one of your Fog Blades if you need a special something from grave. It's very good utility-wise, in my opinion. Good extender, and it's just another Phantom Knight name. So one of pretty solid. You can always run 2 if you want to. It's up to personal preference at that point. Then on to the just generic rank or level 3s that are good. 3 copies of Tour Guide. That is one of the best starters in the deck. Just summon it, either bait out an Ash, an Effect Veiler, Imperm, depends on what anyone's playing. And if they don't negate it, it's a free level 3 Fiend, which you play a few of in the deck. And Tour Guide goes really well with Kagamucha Knight. So Kagamucha Knight just says whenever you summon a level 3 monster, special it from hand. So you can go summon this, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. So the only way they'd be able to stop your Tour Guide effect from resolving is if they use, not Ash, like Effect Veiler, Imperm, or something that's Chainlink 3 that doesn't have to activate at a specific time like Ash does. So I know Ash isn't really that great in the format at the moment, but this is another reason why you're able to just keep going even if you do get Ash or anything like that. Then on to just some level 3 extenders. Danger package of Tushinoko and Jackalope. If you hit Tushinoko, you get Tushinoko. If you hit Jackalope, you get Tushinoko. So no matter what, you're always going to end up with one of these on board. The other one that I ran of was 1 Wielder. I plan on bumping this to 2 whenever it comes in the mail. It's a good, just generic level 3 that says, hey, you control a level 3 special at level 3. And so that was really, really good. Came up a couple times this weekend as a one of. I play Wood and Gem Sabers. This possibly might get cut at some point in time. It's just there in case you ever do hard draw the Red Eyes Fusion. So if you ever do draw it, you can always have Edgem Sabers in grave, typically through Tour Guide's effect. Just summon that out, and then while this is in grave, you can activate its effect, special it back by shuffling back that Red Eyes Fusion from your hand to the deck. And that's all the level 3 extenders that I play, except for the Burning Abyss engine, which it's 3 monsters, just 1 Graph, 1 Seer, and 1 Livic. So Graph, whenever it goes to grave, it specials a monster. When Seer from deck, when Seer goes to grave, when Seer goes to grave, it specials a monster from your grave back to the field, which will typically be your Cherubini. And then Libic's there just as situational, whereas if you hard draw one of these 2 that you want effect to resolve, you can summon Libic, and when it goes to grave, you get a special 1 from hand. So again, it's situational, but it comes up definitely. I wouldn't change the ratios on that whatsoever. And as I've mentioned before, I'm playing the Dragoon's engine. So the non-engine monsters and non-hand traps are 1 Red Eyes and 1 Dark Magician. 2 bricks, but you can still play, even if you draw one of them. And then the last monsters of the deck, 3 Ash Blossom. I know it's not the greatest card in this format, but it's level 3, and there have been situations where I drew this in like a Kagamucha Knight, and I was able to normal summon Ash, special Kagamucha, and you have combo there as long as you don't get interrupted. So 3 Ash, and the other hand trap, which I will probably end up side decking from now on, was 3 Droll and Lockbird. I played it because our locals has a few virtual world players, and I assumed there was going to be a few Drytron, but I never played any. So it came up pretty relevant against the virtual world and Burning Abyss. This came up a couple times just because he was playing some draw engines in there. But otherwise, this is probably going to move to the side deck come next week once I'm able to have my cards come in the mail. I'm going to replace this with probably one more Psychic Wielder and then the Speedroid engine, just the Terratop, and I can't remember the other name off the top of my head. But just because it's, level 3 specials, extenders, you keep going. Then on to the spells. I main deck 2 Book of Moon. I think it's a really good card, just because people don't really expect it. And with Virtual World in particular being at our locals, they have to be able to target something on the field, and if they have a monster and that's all they have and they're trying to target that monster, Book of Moon just says you can't target your monster anymore to resolve the rest of your effects. So I really like Book of Moon in the main deck. And then just the rest of one-of spells, Red Eyes Fusion, Reinforcements of the Army, Foolish Burial, and Call by the Grave. Never saw Call by the Grave. I don't really think it's that good this format currently. At least not at our meta, or at our locals. There's not many people running excessive amounts of hand traps. Most things that you see are going to be Nibiru's, because Big Smashy Rock does Smashy Rock things. That's it for the spells. And then trap lineup is going to seem pretty generic. 3 copies of the Fog Blade, and then 1 Shade Brigadine. Free extender, Fog Blade's Fog Blade. There's really no need for an explanation behind it. Just standard stuff. You don't play Infirm because it clashes with your Shade Brigadine. And again, it's really not that good, this format, in my opinion. Alright, and on to the extra deck. Again, it's going to look pretty heavy on things that revolve around level 3s. So, first, of course, being Cherubini. This is one of your main combo extenders, or starters, excuse me. If you can get 2 level 3s on board, you get Cherubini, go Burr. It utilizes your Burning Abyss engine, because you can send whichever one you need to either special one from deck or special one from hand. And then you'll end up with 2 Burning Abyss monsters, which are both dark. You can then link those for Rusty. On to other linked monsters. I play the 1 Verte Anaconda. Again, it's good, it's generic, degenerate. Just says, hey, here, have a free Red Eyes Fusion. Nightmare Phoenix, which is probably going to get cut at some point. Not really sure how I feel about it. 1 Rusty, one of the best cards in the deck. Sending a Phantom Knight to set a Fog Blade or a Shade Brigadine if you need it. Just 2 good, 2 free. Nightmare Unicorn, and then the last one I've been playing has been Appaloosa, but with a Goddess. There have been many situations where I can just go on to that if I just extend even further and further and further, and I can have Appaloosa with a Dragoon. Excuse me, with a Dragoon and like 2 Fog Blades, which that's pretty oppressive to play through in general. That does it for the Link monsters. The main bulk are now going to be XZ monsters. So the first one I'm playing is number 49, Fortune Tune. The only reason I'm playing this is because it's 2 level 3s, and it's an easy access to AA Zeus if you need to, just because you can detach material and say, hey, I'm not destroyed by battle. So it's just cheesy, good. I don't know what else to say about it. Next one is number 75, Imuzu and Gossip Shadow. This is just your anti-Nibiru card. If you're able to get this before 5 summons, if they try to drop Nibiru on you, you can say, okay, well, no, we're both going to draw a card instead. 1 Leviar the Sea Dragon, get you back some of your banished resources, just generic level 3, or rank 3, excuse me. 2 copy of Break Sword. It's pretty important if you want to go into an OTK combo, or OTK, not FTK, because you can summon this to his own Rusty Points 2 or blow itself up. Special 2 of your Fan Knight monsters is level 4s. And then you go into Raiders Night, which is detach 1, rank up, and then it gets you to your Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon, which it says negate all the effects if you have a Dark XYZ attached as material, suck up all the attack and attack with him. So easy, just 1-turn kills, because people don't really see this coming, surprisingly, even though it's newer card and generic. And the last XZ that I'm playing is the 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. Just because if you attack with any of these, or you in on a board with the Fortune Tune or anything like that, and you just have leftover XZ, and you're just like, well, more disruption's good. So you can just end on AA after that, and blow up the board at least once. Well, I'm going to say just once. I've never had a situation pop up where I can do it more than one time. And the last card for the extra deck, of course, is Dragoon. It's free. You don't really have to do much to get it out, and it's also a very oppressive card unless they're playing like Triple Tactics Talent or like Kaiju's in the main deck. But really, really good card. And then lastly, the side deck, which I am going to be changing up soon. Just depends on when cards get here. I put this together all of 5 minutes before the event started, which was 3 Nibiru, again, just good against combo. 2 Lancia. I only could find 2 in my trade binders, hence why they're mismatching rarities. But that came up quite a bit. Really good card. 3 Twin Twister, because we also have a bunch of people who like to play stun or control. It's no fun. So Twin Twister is my generic out to that, along with Harpy's Feather Duster. And then I played 3 Alpha. This never came up. It probably will end up getting cut for the Drolls. I just didn't want to put 1 pink in, so I did 3 Alpha instead. And then the last one's budget Lightning Storm Regeki. It gets rid of defense position. VFD. I don't know. I couldn't find another card. And then the last 2 were XYZ Encore. No one in my local sees this coming, even though I've played it a few times now, where it just detaches all the materials from one of their monsters and bounces it back. Again, really good against VFD, which we have people playing Virtual World, so it's really good. I think this is very underrated right now in the meta. I used against a Burning Abyss player the other day at locals on his Dante, and they brought back the monsters as level 2s. And he couldn't really do anything with them because he needs either level 3s or just level 3s, because Cherubini also requires level 3s. Again, main thing I would change would probably take out the 3 alphas for the Drolls, and switch out the Drolls for another wielder and then the Speedroid package. Bump up Lancia to 3, and that would probably take out the Regeki at that point. But otherwise, I've been very happy with how the deck performed. Can't really complain too much. I'll probably be playing the exact same version I played last time this upcoming week, given I am able to go to locals. Anyways, if you like the video, have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. We do a lot of pack openings, booster box openings, a bunch of things like that. Anyways, I will catch you all next time.